I'm Robert Wadlow, 12 years old, and weigh 240 pounds, and I'm about 7 feet tall. These boys grouped around me are about the same age as I am. They go to the same grade.
Robert Wadlow holds the world record for being the tallest person to have ever lived, being an outstanding 8 feet 11 inches tall. Robert was born on February 22, 1918 in Alton, Illinois. When he was born, he weighed 6 pounds 8 ounces, and nobody assumed anything out of the ordinary. He was 5 when his mother took him to school for the first time. He had reached a height of 5 feet 1 inch, towering above his classmates in 3rd grade. He stood taller than his teacher, too.
But I went in there to teach, and I still don't remember a single thing I taught, because when Robert walked in there and sat down with those great big old feet sticking out, I kept looking at him, and he got out his paper and he put it on the desk. It was a regular notebook-sized paper. He put that great big hand on top to start writing, and I couldn't see the paper anymore.
Throughout his life, Robert would continue to grow at an outstanding rate due to his pituitary gland, located at the base of the brain. The pituitary and thyroid gland directly relates to the size and growth of an individual. The possibility of corrective surgery was discussed and decided against. The seriousness of such an operation could have resulted in permanent injury or death. At the age of 13, Robert was astonishing 7 feet 4 inches and weighed 301 pounds. He joined the Boy Scouts of America, attending summer camp. He tried to blend in with the other boys. However, being able to casually lean up on a camp house roof, it was difficult at best not to be noticed.
Robert, to the people in Alton, I think, was just another fellow. People from out of town would give him a second glance, of course, but he was just a regular boy, like any other boy, only larger.
I rarely found him angry at any time. The only time that he really did get angry was when we were walking in a crowd, he having one hand on his dad's shoulder, the other on mine, and then someone would come up behind, pinch him in the leg or kick him in the shins to see whether or not he was walking on his own legs or on stilts.
After his 21st birthday, he was accepted into the Franklin Masonic Temple. Most men's ring size ranged from 8.5 to 13. Robert had a ring specifically made for him, measuring a size 25. This was the largest ring in the lodge's history. That ring was one of Robert's most prized possessions. The lodge even made him a special chair so he could sit in it and be more comfortable. You can see how large the chair is when a normal person sits in it. Robert started traveling around promoting shoes. At 22 years of age, Robert was standing at a towering 8 feet 11 inches. His title has yet to have been beat over the last 75 years. He had to have custom-made shoes that are size 37. Each pair costs around $100. And in 1930, that's about $1,700 in today's money.
I wear the largest pair of shoes ever made, and when I kick somebody, they stay kicked.
His clothing required 3 times the normal amount of cloth. Robert's father even had to make him a specially modified vehicle just so Robert could fit in it, and Robert took up the whole driver's side of the car. His tremendous height did not come without complications. He had to endure a lot of physical pain simply walking around. In June 1940, Robert was on tour in northeastern part of the United States. He had complained he wasn't feeling good and was taken to the doctor. After the doctor examined Robert, it was explained that a brace on his left shoe, which had been adjusted prior to the trip, had been rubbing against his ankle, causing an infection. 10 days after having minor surgery and a blood transfusion, also running temperatures of 106, Robert passed away. This was on the early morning of July 15, 1940.